You can literally get a free character as a free-to-play player right now from this banner right here in the game, which actually serves as basically the community event for Halloween, essentially. That's what it's trying to replace because of how good the rewards are. So I'll be showing you exactly what to play in the boss mode right here, what items to use to get this character completely for free and dominate right now. So let's not waste any time whatsoever. Also, by the way, there is an Emerald Crate here and another Primal Instinct, and for this week, it's actually Vampire Teeth, by the way, which is pretty okay, I suppose. Now, let's go. So as opposed to like a normal community event, you'll actually be able to get yourself the character from some energy event. You'll be getting 5 energy per day, and you can play this a whole bunch. So what exactly is going on right now? Well, you should definitely play the hard game mode right now because it gives you the most points. I genuinely reckon that you like log in pretty frequently, like once every, half an hour to see whether or not the hard game mode is active. For now, it's the normal one right now, and we're gonna be playing this one just because it's the only one that I have available at the moment, but you get the deal. When the hard one actually appears, you should play that one, okay? Normal is fine too. You just want to maximize your points, okay? Like, whatever you do, do not let this be an easy game mode, okay? Don't play easy game mode because that is significantly less, but if it's normal or hard, that's definitely okay. So, also, by the way, they actually added some interesting little emotes here in the shop. Tell me if you think these are worth it. They're technically not, but like, tell me if you think they're good, I guess. Alright, let's go on over and check out the characters that you should actually be playing. You see, when it comes to this boss mode, it's actually way different than your average solo game mode. What you need is not a character that could actually take a lot of hits or something like that, or a character that is like significantly fast. You want a character with really high DPS, essentially damage per second. So Ruby is gonna be good because her very high damage output is insane. And then you also have Betsy, who has the arrow rain and stuff like that, and the spear that drops down from the sky, dealing tremendous damage as well. Very useful. Up next, we got other characters here. What are we doing right now? We should totally exclude stuff like Bruce, for example, because he doesn't have high DPS. Susie is also great because she has consistent damage from the cannon and also from the arrows and from the spear and so on and so forth. She is also pretty sweet. Kaylee as well doesn't deal that much damage, but she does get in the sky on the little pole and the little whatever that's supposed to be, the bamboo stick. You get the point. It's actually a eucalyptus stick, by the way. I just remembered. So we also have who else? Poe. Yeah, Poe deals some pretty good damage as well. Honestly, he has some pretty good DPS. Who else deals a lot of damage? Jade isn't really good at this at all because you want to get close to the boss, which is not something you desperately want to do. And Louie is also a pretty great option. So for now, we're actually going to go for Susie because she is a fantastic option here. I'm not really going to switch the character. And let's talk about items a little bit right now because the items are going to be a bit of an issue here since 80% of them just aren't useful. Let me tell you which ones are good and which ones aren't. Helium canister? No, you don't need it. You can't knock back the boss. Wake up coffee is good. You get some extra speed. Turbo rockets is great. Vampire teeth is absolutely fantastic and essential. It is the greatest item for this game mode. Holy sandals, useless. Snorkel, useless. Adrenaline shot, not necessarily useless because you do sometimes get medkits. Clown nose, useless. So is toolkit, so is fire repellent, so is jungle shoes. I mean, there are 2 bushes on the map, so I guess it makes sense that you use this, but it's not that good, bro. It's not that good at all. Defibrillator, useless. You cannot heal up your teammates in any way, shape, or form. And the more times you get taken out, the more of a timer actually appears and the longer you have to wait to respawn. So Doctor's Call, definitely not useless. You can heal up your teammates. Up next we got this, which is supposed to bounce from enemy to enemy, and if there's only one enemy, then useless. Same thing can be said about Plastic Bubble right now. I'm pretty sure it could protect you from the blindness effect from Faye, but it's not good, so you shouldn't play it. Happy Treats is pretty sweet as long as you try to not get hit by Faye, which is gonna be hard. Inflatable Muscles is useless. You cannot use Pheromone Essence. The game literally doesn't allow you to, as you can see. It says it cannot be used in the current mode. Bandage is good. It heals you every time you take damage. Self-Defibrillator is also pretty okay, I'm guessing. I mean, I didn't actually try it out, by the way, because it's kind of a niche item, but it might make sense that, it heals you up and stuff like that. So yeah. Up next, we got infrared binoculars, completely useless. Sharp Scythe is also completely useless as well. Electric Gauntlets does deal consistent damage, and you should play it, honestly. It is pretty good. Thorny Vines, the same. It also deals some pretty good damage. Gummy Vitamins enhances your healing, which is good. Molotov Bomb deals extra, DPS on the enemy, and so does Cluster Bomb. So yeah, You cannot go wrong with those, genuinely. They're pretty good, I'll tell you that much. But for now, this is the item setup we're using because these are the only good items that we have. So let's go and try out this mode right now that I've told you everything you need to know. So let me show you the main strategy you have to use right now in order to not get hit, because that is essentially what you don't want happening to you. So you try to find the sweet little corner right now, and then you try to hit the boss from here. It's a really smart maneuver, I'll tell you that much, since, you know, the weapons, as you can see, don't actually travel that quickly towards you. So you have some time to actually dodge them if you stand right here in this area, for example. And the turret, you should actually leave it next to the boss, so you could like... Okay, I'm sorry about that. Holy smokes. You should actually just leave that next to the boss here in kind of the middle of the map. And just let it do its thing, I suppose. And you get next to it if you want some healing for the most part. But in general, you should just stay in here. Look at that. I should have gotten hit by that, but I didn't, just because I kind of stood out of its way. So there we go. We're going to sit here. There we go. Since Faye doesn't really know where you are for the most part. Like, she doesn't really have a clue. And if you're not familiar with the attack patterns and stuff like that, the red thing appears, okay? And then after the red thing appears, then she actually throws the bomb or shoots the spear or whatever she does. So when it comes to the bomb, you should really not panic actually, because it's not really that serious what's going on when it comes to the bomb. Look at that. The red thing appears and then you still have like a second to dodge. The bomb is the least dangerous weapon possible. So when it comes to Vampire Teeth, look at this. Look at the healing from Vampire Teeth. It's incredibly useful. It's super, super good. And also, make sure that you keep in mind the fact that enemies, that your allies will also get eliminated here. Try to keep track of that. Try not to die. That's like the worst thing possible. Did we just like escape the zoo? What? Did we glitch out? No, we didn't. Okay, my bad. So, just try to stay away here, because if your allies die and then you die, then it's really bad, because everyone loses. So just don't make that happen. Don't lose your energy, you know what I'm saying? Because you want that to get as many points as possible. And there we go. That is the dub right now from normal mode. Again, it's just normal. It's not that impressive, but still, it does the job. So, levels in this game mode do definitely matter. That is essential that you actually keep track of that. So, make sure to play, you know, high-level characters, because that doesn't, you know, affect matchmaking in any way, shape, or form. That just improves everything if you have high-level characters. So, make sure to talk to friends that have high-level characters and stuff like that. And now, let's also go on over to the next character, which should definitely be Betsy. And no, you cannot protect yourself from weapons being shot at you by using the Betsy walls. That's something I personally thought, but I was very wrong about that. Just don't try to protect yourself with Betsy. With, you know, whatever her name is. Yeah, Betsy. I'm actually tripping. Just don't do that. We should play someone else today, though. Should we play Faye against Faye? No, that's a horrible idea. Oh my goodness. I have so many ideas we can maybe try. But for now, let's actually go for someone like Edna, trying to place traps under the characters. See if it's actually a good strategy. Because I don't know if Edna's good or not. I really don't. Alright, cluster bomb. And we should also go for a Molotov bomb here. This is honestly a pretty sweet item setup. Let's go. Alright, I almost forgot. I actually turned on right now the, you know, the energy event and stuff like that. So now, let's try to... Oh my goodness. What in the world? Level 3 Bruce and level 9 Bruce, are you out of your mind? Alright, let me play some of these traps here, see if Faye actually walks into them casually. And yeah, they are hitting the Faye, dealing some pretty consistent damage, and she's also getting kind of slowed, which I can appreciate. So, I don't know if Edna's really the right call here. I really don't think so. I don't think it's the best choice. I mean, I was just trying to experiment for the most part. Because now you know the good characters, really, and the good items you should be using for the most part. So you got your value from this video so far. Now it's just time to have some fun, I guess. See what's up. If you want to call this fun. I mean, it's fun if we win. And so far, we're winning. Alright, boom. Nice. Don't forget to place the traps. However, you do technically get stunned for a second when you place a trap, which is pretty jarring. So just try not to, I guess, get stunned, but that's impossible to avoid. So it kind of sucks, really. Alright, but I see the traps doing some pretty consistent damage. I can't help but just appreciate that. Ouch. That's rough. Alright, boom, 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 boom. So yeah, Vampire Teeth, as you can see, is the greatest possible source of healing in this game mode right now, just because of the fact that you get consistent healing all around. Since the main issue about Vampire Teeth in a regular match was that obviously you'd have to hit opponents, which is not that easy, I guess. I mean, you get the point. There's some challenge revolving around that. So now you actually remove that, and now you can just like consistently hit an enemy again and again and again, especially if you have this type of bow attack with like this massive range giving you consistent healing all around. So The only thing is that, yes, you will get one-shotted if you get hit a lot of the times, especially on higher difficulties. Like, that's something you should be wary of. But if you don't, then your healing is going to be really, really strong, and you're going to get back into the action really quickly. So it's something you got to consider. Look at that. Like, I genuinely was so scared of the bomb when it first appeared, because, like, damn, that thing looks huge. But no, it is not. It is not that intimidating, because you have 10 years to actually be able to dodge it. Look at that. The red thing appears, you have like 3 seconds to dodge it, and then afterwards you have like another second when she throws the bomb. It's like, come on, we're chilling. We're chilling right now. Oh, I love this game, but it's so much fun in normal mode, at least. Oh my goodness. Oh no. I don't think I'm avoiding that one. Yeah, the bomb deals some crazy damage. No! 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 Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Are you oh my god. Did you see what just happened? Brother! We were at like 2% of our health, and we all got eliminated. I didn't really have any shot of surviving because that bomb really got me in a bad spot, bro. But like, come on, bro. The 2 other bruises at the same time. Are you kidding me? That is rough. So at the end of the day, when the other characters I mentioned are a solid 10 out of 10, I'm pretty sure that Edna is more like an 8 out of 10. She's still solid. Like, we did some crazy damage, but it's dangerous. It's a dangerous game to be playing with Edna because you're gonna get one-shotted. I mean, you're gonna get one-shotted playing every character for the most part, but you know, Edna is especially in danger. So yeah, I guess you should play Edna. She's pretty good, but you know, not amazing. So yeah, guys, that's the video. That's what I wanted to show you for today, and that's how you can get yourself a character, the Primal Instinct, and the Emerald Crate as well. Some fantastic rewards for you. So bye bye.